Ford Ranger, the best-selling dual cab in Australia in 2023, reasonably priced, decent power, great comfort options, and believe it or not, the sport variant comes with 929 kilos of payload from factory. The problem is when you actually go to use that payload in the factory suspension, you'll find yourself nose high, wobbling all over the road. You'll overload your suspension and kill your handling. So if you're planning to use this ute like you should, commercially loaded up for work or towing your holiday, then you have to consider a GVM upgrade. So what's involved in a GVM upgrade anyway? Well, we replace certain suspension components to legally and practically increase the carrying capacity of the ute. And if we do this pre-registration, we're able to increase the payload of the vehicle while retaining full towing capacity. If it's post-registration, it depends on the rules in your state. So what does Touring Solutions Australia have for the Ford Ranger? Well, we've got the 3.5, the 3.85 and the 4.05 tonne GVM upgrades. For all of our GVM upgrades, we upgrade the shocks, the upper control arms and the rear leaf pack. For the 3.5 tonne upgrade, we run our Apex monotube shock and a 100 kilo upgrade to the rear leaf. That takes our payload from 929 from factory to 1,150 kilos. For the 3.85 tonne GVM upgrade, we jump up to our Apex 2.5-inch remote res shocks and a 200 kilo leaf pack in the back. And that takes our payload up to 1,499 kilos. And lastly, for our 4.05 tonne GVM upgrade, we stay with the 2.5-inch shocks, but we put a 400 kilo leaf pack in the back and a diff modification for carrying the additional weight. And that gives us a payload of 1,699 kilos. At this size GVM, you are required to upgrade to load rated wheels and tyres. So how does a GVM actually affect the Ford Ranger? Well, if you're using this thing like an SUV for groceries, the ride's great. But if you want to actually use it under load, like a builder's trailer or towing a camper trailer with the ute loaded up, then you have to consider a GVM to make sure you've got the right suspension and you're compliant on the road.